Township's exit interview with James and Aaliyah. After their years of faithful service, we decided to send them off in the Hot One style. And so we're just gonna have some questions for you guys as we're eating wings. Here are our selection of hot sauces going from mildest to hottest. And so, yeah, just let's dig in. We got Frank's Red Hot, it's the first one. Eat as much as you want of it, and then we'll ask the questions.
I like Frank's. It's the hot sauce I keep in the bag.
You see, Mom? You put Frank's on anything, it makes it taste good.
We need a plate for bones.
There's some plates down here.
All right, what's our question?
So, during your many years of service here, I wanted to know what was the most embarrassing interaction you've had with a patron?
Mine was probably very early on. I was pregnant with my daughter, and he came back into the office and wanted to have some more benches. And you know, before I even got to explain what he could use, he called me a dummy.
Wow,
And walked off.
that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Yep.
I would-
I was wondering why he's going like this over there.
Trying to think.
Yeah, got hot sauce in mine.
Trying to think what would be embarrassing. I'm not sure. I think the first one is we had a gentleman who threatened to sue us and take us to court, and even got his attorney's phone number out and everything because we wouldn't let him work out in his cowboy boots and jeans.
Oh, wow.
We were able to calm him down though and convinced him to try some tennis shoes and sweatpants, and he loved it. And been happy ever since, but I think that would have been, I'm not sure it was embarrassing as much as just, memorable.
Yes.
It's a memorable experience. All right, well, let's move on to our second one. Our second sauce is the Chipotle sauce.
From Cajuns,
Yep.
right here in Columbus. Oh, good. That should have been number one.
Right.
Lyle.
He had Tristan got these backwards. Frank sauce got more than this.
Well, that's good. You know?
Just a bit more like candy.
All right, so this question, so the face of Prairie Township is obviously Keith. Right?
Obviously.
Obviously Keith. You go everywhere, anywhere we go,
Everybody knows Keith.
people knows Keith.
Gotcha.
And so my question is, what's been your favorite memory about the face of Prairie Township? Your favorite interaction with our man Keith over there?
Everything for me is our style, our fashion sense. He comes in a polo. He looks all dapper. I come in a polo. He tells me how good I look. So, we trade fashion tips and keep ourselves looking good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think my favorite was the first time we hooked up the Zamboni to his so him just cruising around.
Oh, and with last shutdown when he went down the pool.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's definitely my favorite. When we cleaned out, we rinsed out the pool, and he goes all the way down to the bottom, and then in a scooter, man.
That was a good one. That was a
Yeah,
good one. I
left some tire marks on the pool floor. That was good.
like that one.
All right, well, we're moving on to the third.
Mm.
Third
Which
one.
is James' favorite.
My favorite,
Louisiana Liquors.
Louisiana Liquors.
Oh, yeah, this is good.
You want this one, Keith?
No. It doesn't have any heat to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Just mild.
it took 1,200 on the Scoville again.
Really? What's the highest one?
$1 million.
1,200.
This is the kind that you go with.
So, our experience helps shape us and helps define like how we go about life and in our work. So I was just wondering, like, what's been one of the most impactful experiences that you guys have had that have helped shape you to be the workers, the bosses, the co-workers that you are today?
So I think mine is always ongoing, and it has to do with the people that I interact with on a daily basis, whether it's just them coming in and asking a simple question and then me getting feedback or a compliment for somebody else that says whatever I told them in that instant, it changed their lives or the way they viewed exercise, or it helped them with their injury or something like that. So that always means a lot to me, because then that means I'm doing the right thing, and I continue to just reach out to people and help them.
I think for me, one of my first bosses was the right kind of yes man, and that any crazy idea I ever had, he'd be like, "Yep, let's do it. Let's give it a try." And he was always great at running out in front of me and saying, "Well, these are going to be the issues that I see that we're going to have. So how do we answer those questions before we even get there?" And so, learning to see the issues that are probable out in advance, and not see those as, "Oh, we can't do that," but okay, we just need to figure out how we're going to get around those, or deal with those issues so that we can do this great idea that we want to do. So yeah.
Good questions, man.
All right.
All right.
So our next one is the Valentina.
Valentina.
This is
This
about
is
a
the one-
2,100 Scoville.
Jaden said it was nothing.
Yeah. Jaden was talking trash.
I mean, this is pretty easy.
Wow.
Should be. This is coming apart.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little heat to it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you were
A hot sauce person?
Yeah.
I ate flaming hot Cheetos when I was pregnant with Sherrod.
You can't see Sherrod's face right now.
Obviously, every job's got different challenges that you have to overcome, and that hopefully help make you and define you as a worker and a person. What has been one of the toughest challenges that you guys have faced during your time at Prairie Township, and how did you overcome it, and how do you think it helped you move forward?
I think for me, in the beginning, it was just building programs, because I came from DC where everything was so popular, like everybody knew what TRX was and spinning was, and then we came here and people just didn't really know what those were. And so that was a challenge for me to go from teaching classes with 30 people in it to barely anyone showing up. So it had to help me just become humble and keep reaching out and keep towing the line of, I know this program will go, and just changing stuff around to see what worked and what didn't work.
Yeah, I think just learning the community. I think for most of us, we all came from communities that had already had a well-established Parks and Recreation department. And so to come to a place that didn't have, like, people didn't know to come to us for their preschool programs or swim lessons or, fitness classes. And so just getting to know the community and learning how to reach out to them and how to get the things that were really important to them here. And then just learning, really just spending time getting to know the community, I think was not, I don't know if that's the biggest challenge, but I mean, it was a hurdle I don't think we anticipated it taking as long. As, we thought, man, we're gonna open this place, we're gonna offer spin classes, we're gonna offer day camp, and it's just gonna explode. People are gonna come from all over for it. And they didn't know to come to us for day camp. They didn't even think that, oh, yeah, they're gonna have camp, right? That wasn't, because we weren't here, but, everywhere else we've been, they had long established programs. And so it was really starting slow and being okay and changing your mindset from, we're gonna have these massive programs to, we're gonna start off really small and keep going and grow at a really steady pace, which is what we've done.
Yes, we have.
So you both mentioned like getting to know the community,
Mhm.
like understanding what's been one of the cool things that you got to know about the community of Prairie Township that you're like, man, I've really enjoyed this aspect of Prairie Township. Is kind of a unique aspect that they have here.
I love how they have everybody's back. We've had some issues that have come up with some angry patrons and them not acting right, and we've had to go talk to them. And I'm amazed that every time that we've had to do that, how many of our other patrons are behind us, ready to like help us out if we need it. Right? They're just there, you know, and how they're really they're engaged with each other. Even if they don't know each other, but they're really here and they want to help out each other. And so that's been one of the great things for us.
Yeah, so, just sitting the community build, just doing different things. So I was telling some of the ladies who did the Barbella's program that just started, and they still work out together. So I just walked by smiling, and they kind of looked at me, and I was like, I'm just happy to see you guys back here. Like it's something they had never done before. They got together in this group and they continue to come and still do it together. So that's been awesome.
Cool. All right, let's move on to our next wing. It's
Seabuzz hot sauce,
Columbus hot sauce.
flavor with fire.
What's the scope on that one?
We're not really sure.
So I think around 5. It's pretty tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, some flavor.
That's good.
Flavor or heat?
Flavor.
Hey, here you go, Sea Boss. Shout out.
Having worked with Paul, you understand that he has a lot of ideas. There's a lot of information and theories that he kind of finds out about and tries to sell people on. So, which one of these far out theories do you think that you could secretly buy into and enjoy? That if you can think of any far out theory, but that would be one that you'd be like, I'd be pretty on board if this was actually all happening.
Cryptocurrency.
Crypto-
Hands down.
You stole mine. Possibly because we just talked about it.
Yeah, hands down. Cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I think Paul's idea of cryptocurrency. I also, I don't know. It's always just fun to hear him talk about so many different things.
Yes, I mean, I love hearing his different viewpoints. I do. I might not agree with them all, but I love hearing them.
Yep.
I'm always amazed by his ability to have new ones. Like I come in and it's like, well, here's this new idea, and I'm like, dude, this is the 10th one I've heard this week.
Yeah.
This is all he's a fountain of knowledge.
Yeah,
That's
I want to see one of them done.
Yeah.
I walk into the Paul Holland store and all his creations are there.
Yep.
All right, cool.
So what are we on now? We are on
The
Dave's
Curtin
Curtin
Habanero.
habanero sauce.
All right. You guys wanna-
This is where Jaden started to crack.
Which one is it? Sure. He said it was hot.
I smell some chili.
Was that the good one?
Keep starting to build yet?
Mm-hmm. Getting there.
Yeah, it smells like smoked chilies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It does. I believe Jaden said this had a later kick to it. Is that right, Jaden?
This is kind of a 2-part question we've got going on here. The first part is, what's some of the things that you're going to miss most about Prairie Township, about the community center and the time working here? And then secondly, what's a couple of highlights of your time here that you've really enjoyed?
So I'ma definitely miss the people. I've grown to have some favorites, especially my morning crew. So yeah. Highlights. I mean, there's little parts every day that I could take with me. enjoy like looking back on, and I just know this can't be replicated, no matter. I mean, you can come close, but there's no replication of this.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think staff. We've got such a high retention rate, so like we've had our staff here for so long. We've got front desk workers and childcare workers and even some lifeguards who've been with us since day one, and fitness attendants, and you've just we've gotten to build such good relationships with the staff, and then the patrons as well. We have really good friends now that are our patrons and people that I'm gonna miss seeing them every day. And that's been one of the great things about this community center and being here is getting to know those people. And it's been sad when some of them have moved away or passed on, but it's been so great to get to know them and just get to know who they are. Cool. What was the second part of the question?
Second part was like a couple of your highlights of time here, like things, distinct moments that stick out, like either really enjoyable or really fun moments. Or...
I think the one for me was I'd always wanted to do the floating pumpkin patch, and our first pumpkin swim was for me just fantastic because we were all dressed up in our different costumes and just seeing all those kids swimming around. And honestly, I'll always remember there was a dad who was holding all the pumpkins for his kids, and he had 3 or 4 pumpkins, and he's just floating there with like 4 pumpkins, just hanging out, floating with pumpkins. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so my highlight will be the first kids try that I did, watching she was 4 then, cross the finish line, hair just bouncing all over the place. Her saying, "Mommy, can we come back and do this again tomorrow?"
I'm not gonna lie, that's starting to get to my lips. I just had a little.
I mean, the heat did come, but then it's gone now.
Yeah.
When James was talking, I was like,
It's gone. Let's move on to the
Alright,
next
next
wing.
one.
Let's
Yes.
get a little bit of heat back.
All right.
So,
Some habanero sauce from K. Jones. Classic, small batch habanero sauce.
okay, I feel.
Yeah, spicy.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I got a little
Yeah.
spice there.
James is starting to turn a little red.
Yeah. See the face.
I'm gonna try my phone. Good, good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that got a little heat to it.
That was okay until I took a breath. I sucked it into my throat. Whew.
Oh yes, I don't think we've had this question yet. But so something that I think all your staff will agree with and all the co-workers will agree with is that you two are people like you're always striving to grow, push yourself forward, and take that next step during our time here with you. You've always been willing to challenge yourselves, but also want to challenge other people to grow. So, what are you guys most looking forward to? What challenge in your new job are you most looking forward to? So obviously, Aaliyah, you're going across country. Feels like the other side of the world.
What you say?
Well, you're going across what
Uh-huh.
feels like the other side of the world. What challenge are you most excited for in your new position in Seattle?
That was sent him for the milk.
Yeah, that's milk worthy.
Uh-huh.
You got 3 more.
I mean, so there's a lot of challenges for me. Whew. Makes me starting over. Whew. Hold on.
You see your mom do it?
Starting over. Starting fresh. Learning a whole new system. people out coming up with new 5-year plans to grow while I'm out there. Trying to fit in all this beautiful places I'm gonna go see and visit. Staying connected with the friends that I have here. I think that's gonna be my biggest challenge. Making sure I and my kids continue to have the relationships they had here, even when we were in Seattle. Whew.
Well, James, what about you? Challenge you're most looking forward to moving to
Hilliard.
just like about 5 minutes away.
Yeah. My lips are on fire. Whew. I am looking forward to most actually serving in the community in which I live. It's always been a dream of mine to be able to serve where I live. To know that I'm doing things for the kids in my neighborhood and all around. And for like my kids' friends and my friends. So knowing that that's who I'm serving is really exciting. That's the thing I think I'm looking forward to most about it. And I think that'll be a challenge just because it is my friends and my family and my relatives. You know, there's people that, so I'll probably put even more pressure on myself to serve them well.
Yeah, I mean, you've always set a high bar, so being like, it's people I care about and I live with, and so I want to continue to push that high bar.
Yes.
I definitely think we've all benefited from you guys pushing for challenges and growing this. So. All right, cool. Let's move on.
I can use some more water.
What are you guys doing?
All right, so let's move on to the next wing. I think that's we just got 3 more until you can tap out. So which one's this called, James?
This is the angry cock. Angry cock.
All right.
I don't know if my mouth has reset yet.
Well, don't worry about it resetting. You just
We're just gonna go in,
Just go in, dive in. You know,
Okay.
just take a
Okay.
big bite out of it.
I'm not sure I'm going to be cleaning these wings as much as I was.
Yeah, no.
I mean, they have a pretty good flavor.
The angry cock. Oh, the spice.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right.
No, lick this hot sauce off your fingers.
It's got good flavor. Actually, I can't really tell. To be
Yeah,
honest
no,
with
I can't either. I
It's
can
sort
say,
of-
oh,
you. It's sort of just still burning from the last one.
I'm trying to get as much real chicken.
Yeah.
The last one was hotter.
Nah, this has
Just
got
wait.
this has got the
Just
afterburn.
wait, right. You can tell that's coming.
I feel it in my throat, in the back of my throat.
Here it comes.
There she goes.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah, I'm alright on that one.
Well, so
All right.
Matt and Paul said they had a question for you guys.
So, thinking about this on the ground level, if the township were to purchase an additional plot of land, what would they use it for?
An additional plot of land, what should it be used for? For recreation.
Do you have an answer, Keith?
I got it.
Would yours be to grow?
Swimming pool with a boat.
Yes. I think an
Outdoor.
outdoor swimming pool that you could bubble
Whew.
Yes.
would be.
Great. For the community.
My tongue. That one got my tongue. The last one was just my mouth. This is my tongue.
Yeah, the water just makes it hotter. It feels like I sprayed it around my mouth.
Ah.
Yeah. I think if you could bubble an outdoor pool, would be great. Would be a great asset to the community. And then by bubbling it, woo, you get a place where the swim teams could practice, the high school swim teams.
Oh.
And then that's why this is still my favorite. Way down there. And then you could do swim lessons year round, and we can still do swim lessons year round, but you'd always have a pool that'd be kind of open for open swim. So
Yeah, I'm agree with that.
All right.
Nothing
that's
else
the
to
last
add?
one.
We got 2 more.
Alright, okay. So we're now on to Dave's Insanity.
this one just looks bad. I mean, look.
It
Can you
does.
see the color?
It's like the
Can you see the
most
color
liquid.
on this?
Thick.
But hey, bones up, let's eat it. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Bones up, baby.
Oh wow. Yeah, that hits you right away.
There you go.
It hits you right away. It doesn't have a good taste either.
Mm.
That's just rough.
Tristan's saying it's rough.
Max got some sweat rolling off.
She's
Oh,
I could see people struggling with this one.
Mm.
It's just like all in all bad flavor.
Yeah, it is.
That's just heat.
I mean, yeah.
That's just like.
Well, you gotta eat it.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good.
work right there.
You try that one?
Oh.
Molly?
Very, very good.
You want
I don't
this?
know if you want to eat that all the
Sure.
time.
Maybe.
Mariah can take that one. You can take that one.
Whoa!
I'll take it on you. It creeps up.
I don't know. I just felt like it was a kick in the face.
Yeah.
Tristan says water makes them blood.
Water does. I mean, at that point, whatever.
The hot sauce of blood.
Probably a bit of
It didn't taste
blood. I don't know.
taste, just a straight oil.
No, it smells disgusting.
Wow. All right.
Oh,
Alright, I'm sweating.
I am too.
You want to eat your rocks? He don't want to.
Let's just get this over with.
Look at Jaden, man. He's
So the question that we have here
Uh-huh.
is, you know, I think a lot of us respect your advice and opinions,
Oh,
and so, you know, to the
make
rest
sure
of
you wash your
the
hands.
permanent
You guys
staff
give me a
here,
cup of water.
what advice would you two give each one of us? So, like advice for Keith, myself, Paul, Matt, Courtney, and Michael,
Don't need this hot
and
sauce.
Karen.
Yeah.
Don't need the hot sauce.
Don't quit so you don't have to do this.
yeah.
Never leave. Never leave.
Oh,
So this is a tradition now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's getting to me.
Oh,
It's getting to me. And I'm pretty good with hot sauce.
Yeah, you are.
that's. I'm sorry. What was the question?
What piece of advice would you give to the permanent
oh,
staff here?
I
Each
can't
of
think
us.
anymore.
Get you? Is it good you?
This should be like a real sentimental question.
Yeah,
But,
no, that's why we did it on this one.
I
so
can't-
If you guys cry, you can blame it on the hot sauce.
I don't even think I can talk about it. Out loud. And I haven't even eaten the next one yet.
This is not the hottest one, right?
No.
No,
Oh, brother.
my stomach is done.
Those
We got some ice cream. It's cooled down for me now.
Oh, good for you, Tristan.
Remember the culture that we've built here.
Right.
Is founded on a foundation and a belief that if we treat each other well and we treat our staff well, holy guacamole, they in turn will treat people well.
Still attacking.
And by treating people well, we'll continue this great culture that we have. Wow, that's still just.
I'm feeling dizzy.
Ugh.
I am feeling like I'm in serious trouble.
I'm like sweating.
More left.
No, there's one more
Oh,
left.
good. Because that.
One more, and I don't think that that's getting much more than just a bite.
So, culture, yes, but I would tell Courtney not to spaz. I would tell Karen she is the sweetest, nicest person, and she shouldn't waste her tears on people that don't matter. I will tell Keith, you are loved. You will always be loved. I will tell Matt, listen, I know you coming in while we leaving. Just keep trucking and moving forward.
Doing good stuff.
You'll find your way. This has been the best recreation program since we started in 4 years.
Yep.
Paul, never stop dreaming. Your dreams are big. Tristan, you're gonna be an amazing dad.
Yeah.
And your people skills will get you far. Michael, sky's the limit. I've never met someone so interesting and so intriguing. And I mean, I just need a new secret every month to keep me going.
Michael's a man of many secrets.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Jamal. Order.
The Hot Ones challenge, you know, they have the tradition doing the last dab.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna do that. I don't think we're
I'm
gonna.
doing that.
Well, Paulie wants a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, go for
Leviathan.
it.
Just to hook it up.
But in this one, it's after this, it's done. You're in the home stretch. You know, and so while you're eating, there's something to consider. This question is, if you could go back in time to the first day that you started.
I'll quit. No.
What's one piece of advice that you would give, you know, the incoming you? And so let's go ahead and bite into the last wing and
This is gonna be no.
wow, look
Yeah,
at Paulie.
I did the last dab.
He didn't just do the last dab, he did the last pull.
Get on camera for that, Paul. Gee,
Oh,
I even bring myself
oh
down.
my gosh.
It's good. I like that one real
you know, I'm
good.
gonna have to do a second bite.
He likes
Yeah,
it.
I am too.
That's got a sweet taste to it.
This has a pretty good flavor.
It really does. Like
It's not hot?
No, it's
It's
smoking.
It's
hot.
hot, but it has flavor. That last one just no
Yeah,
flavor.
Smoking.
That last one was just like a kick in the teeth.
Yeah, this one was just. Yeah.
You all right, Doc?
Yeah, I mean it's hot, but it got flavor. I can always do hot sauce that has flavor.
Gotta
Yeah, that'd
lick
be
your
good
fingers
on
off,
like
you know.
a bunch.
We have a question.
Yeah, I asked you,
I
so
forgot the question, but
if you could go back in time to the first day on this job, what would you say to, you know, first day Prairie Township Director James or first day fitness supervisor Aaliyah?
you know, I don't think I would tell myself any different because I've enjoyed my time here, ups and downs.
Words on silent.
I mean, personally, I think I'd and go find that girl Amber Riley and be friends with her sooner. But other than that, here, I mean, I've enjoyed it literally. The growing has helped.
You didn't see it, but Matt just called.
Yeah.
Crawled.
I mean, the mistakes I've learned from programming, they just help the programs be better. You know, interactions with patrons, whether bad or good, just make me a better person. So, I like knowing the future. I like taking the road. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would. I'm not sure what I would say. I think just prepare for probably career-wise. It's it's been the best 5 years of my career. Most enjoyable. For sure, the people have just been fantastic. It's been so great to work with this staff. I get to know this community and just
The water does make it worse.
love
Jeez.
it all. So, yeah, my stomach is on fire. Actually,
Well, you guys have completed the First Prairie Township exit. Thank you for all that you guys have done. If you have any final message to say to staff or anyone, you have a little bit of time to say it before we go and eat some ice cream.
don't.